the big injury that I suffered in 2014 when I was 21 was my ankle injury, you know, when I completely ruptured all of the ligaments in my left ankle. And I think at that point, that's when things started to shift a little bit, and getting injured started to have a real negative impact on my mental health, but also my outlook on my gymnastics and on myself. And I can remember that's probably when I started to, because my identity was tied into me being a gymnast and me being able to perform and me having the opportunity to win medals and potentially one day go to the Olympic Games and win a gold medal. Whenever I was injured, I felt pretty worthless. So I remember almost thinking about that time I was injured as like void time. I just want it to go as fast as possible. So I'd wish the time away, which looking back now is crazy, you know? Like, I should have been like using that time to go and see friends and do stuff outside of the gym and focus on the things in the gym that I could, you know, conditioning, getting stronger. But for me, it was wasted time because I wasn't in the gym doing what I wanted to do, doing what I loved, and more importantly, working towards my goal. Any time after that I became injured, for me, I just wanted it to go away as quick as possible. And then once I could do gymnastics again, life was it was valuable again, and I was valuable, and it was worthwhile. And following that injury in 2014, my ankle injury, when I came back, again, I made the same mistake of coming back super fast. So I always did that. I always wanted to be the guy that came back faster than the physios and the doctors said I could. You know, I always had something to prove. I never took my time and really built myself up. And instead of trying to come back as fast as I possibly could, I always say to young athletes now, when they've had an injury, make sure you come back and stay back. That's the goal. The goal is to come back, be fit and healthy, and stay fit and healthy for a long period of time. I just try and get back as fast as possible. And because I cut corners, you know, I'd normally get injured again, and there'd be knock-on injuries from a big injury. And following 2014, going into 2015, I picked up loads of injuries that year, you know. I tore my lat. I tore and snapped the plantaris, which is it's kind of next to your Achilles, so I actually thought I snapped my Achilles. Luckily, I didn't. So that year, again, was just written off with injuries, and they were all towards the back end of the year again. So I had worked crazy hard, doing all my rehab, 8 hours a day to go to the European Championships at the start of that year. And by the summer and the autumn time, I missed the World Championships again because I was burnt out, and I was picking up all these injuries.